Golden Bachelor. Bachelor Nation, take a deep breath, because this one feels different. When the Golden Bachelor first introduced us to Gerry Turner, viewers weren't just watching another dating show. They were witnessing a love story unfold in a way that felt tender, mature, and refreshingly real. Gerry wasn't there for fame. He wasn't there for drama. He was there for a second chance at love. And that sincerity is exactly why fans connected with him so deeply. And now, he shared a major life update that has everyone talking. For months, people have wondered what Gerry's next chapter would look like. After the emotional roller coaster that followed his time on The Golden Bachelor, fans were curious. Was he focusing on family? Was he stepping back from the spotlight? Or was there something new brewing behind the scenes? Well, Gerry finally spoke up. In a heartfelt update, Gerry revealed that he's embracing a brand new phase of life, one centered around growth, gratitude, and yes, romance. But this time, things feel calmer, more grounded, less about grand gestures and more about meaningful moments. Those close to him say Gerry has been spending more time doing the simple things he loves: morning coffee on the porch, long walks, reconnecting with old friends, and most importantly, being present with family. And if you followed his journey from the beginning, you know how important family has always been to him. But here's where it gets exciting. Gerry hinted that his heart is still very much open. That's right, the man who made millions believe in love again hasn't closed the door. In fact, he suggested that he's learned more about what he truly wants in a partner. Someone kind, someone patient, someone who laughs easily and doesn't mind dancing in the kitchen. Yes, dancing in the kitchen. Apparently, Gerry joked that he's been practicing his signature moves, and while he admits they're more dad at a wedding than Dancing with the Stars, he's confident that the right person will appreciate the effort. Fans immediately reacted with overwhelming support. Social media lit up with messages like "Protect Gerry at all costs" and "We need a Golden Bachelor reunion special immediately." It's clear that people still feel invested in his happiness. And honestly, can you blame them? Gerry represents something rare in reality television: vulnerability without ego. He showed that love after loss is possible, that starting over isn't a weakness, and that being in your golden years doesn't mean your story is finished. If anything, it might just be beginning. In his update, Gerry also reflected on the lessons he's learned from being part of The Golden Bachelor. He shared that the experience reminded him that life moves fast, too fast to hold on to regrets or fear. He spoke about gratitude, about waking up each day with intention, about not waiting for someday. There was something incredibly romantic about the way he described this new chapter. He didn't talk about fairy tales. He talked about companionship, about having someone to share sunsets with, about quiet nights and shared laughter. And let's be honest, that might be even more beautiful than fireworks. What's especially interesting is how relaxed Gerry seems now. There's no rush, no pressure. He's not chasing headlines. He's simply living. And that confidence, that self-assurance, it's attractive. Some insiders believe Gerry could return to television in some way, perhaps a special appearance, maybe even offering advice to future contestants navigating late-in-life romance. After all, who better to guide them than someone who has actually lived it? But whether cameras are involved or not, one thing is clear: Gerry isn't fading quietly into the background. He's evolving. There's also been speculation about potential new projects, perhaps speaking engagements focused on love and resilience, or even a memoir. Imagine a book filled with stories about rediscovering hope when you least expect it. Honestly, it sounds like something many people would read in one sitting. Through it all, Gerry's sense of humor remains intact. In his update, he playfully mentioned that while he may have gained reality TV experience, he's still figuring out modern dating, especially when it comes to texting etiquette. He joked that he sometimes stares at his phone wondering if one emoji is enough or if it accidentally sends the wrong message.
It's these little moments that make him so relatable. And maybe that's why this life update feels so significant. It's not about shocking twists or dramatic reveals. It's about a man choosing joy, choosing openness, choosing to believe that the best days might still be ahead. Viewers who first tuned in to The Golden Bachelor hoping for entertainment found something deeper. They found proof that love stories don't expire, that butterflies don't disappear with age, that romance can be softer, sweeter, and even more meaningful the second time around. Gerry's journey reminded people to call that old friend, to forgive, to take a chance, to say yes to dinner, to step outside comfort zones. And now, with this new chapter unfolding, fans are once again rooting for him. Will he find lasting love again? Only time will tell, but the way he speaks about the future makes it clear he's not afraid of it. In fact, he seems excited. There's a glow about someone who has faced heartbreak and still chooses hope. And that glow, it's unmistakable. As Bachelor Nation continues to buzz about his update, one thing is certain: Gerry Turner's story is far from over. In a world obsessed with quick romances and flashy headlines, he's offering something slower, something steadier, something real. And maybe that's exactly what makes it so powerful. If this next chapter includes romance, we're here for it. If it includes new adventures, we're cheering him on. And if it simply includes peaceful mornings and joyful laughter, that's more than enough. Because at the end of the day, The Golden Bachelor wasn't just about finding a partner. It was about reminding all of us that life doesn't stop surprising you, no matter what your age. So here's to fresh starts, here's to second chances, and here's to Gerry Turner, still believing, still smiling, and still dancing in that kitchen. If you're excited to see what's next for him, make sure to stay tuned for more updates, share your thoughts, and let everyone know. Do you think true love could be right around the corner for Gerry? Because something tells us this golden chapter is only getting started.
And just when fans thought that was the end of the update, there was more. As conversations continue around Gerry Turner, those close to him say this season of life feels lighter. Not because everything is perfect, but because he's no longer trying to force anything. After his unforgettable journey on The Golden Bachelor, Gerry seems to understand something many people take decades to learn. Love isn't about pressure, it's about peace. There's something incredibly romantic about that realization. Imagine this: a quiet evening, soft music playing in the background, a simple dinner cooking on the stove. Gerry has shared that these are the moments he values most now. Not the cameras, not the spotlight, just connection. He's spoken about how important it is to find someone who feels like home, someone who brings calm instead of chaos. And honestly, that might be the most swoon-worthy thing of all. Friends say Gerry has been reconnecting with passions he put aside for years. He's been traveling more spontaneously, saying yes to invitations he might have once declined. There's even talk that he's considering relocating for a fresh start, not to run away from anything, but to embrace something new. A new environment, a new rhythm, maybe even a new love story. Fans can't help but speculate. Could there already be someone special quietly getting to know him? Gerry hasn't confirmed anything romantic just yet, but he hasn't ruled it out either. In fact, in a recent comment, he smiled and said he believes love tends to show up when you least expect it. And if that isn't straight out of a romantic movie, what is? What makes this chapter exciting isn't just the possibility of romance, it's Gerry's mindset. He's no longer chasing a fairy tale ending. He's focused on building something real. He said that laughter matters more than perfection, that kindness matters more than grand gestures, and that the best relationships are built on friendship first. It's funny because viewers originally tuned in expecting dramatic rose ceremonies and emotional speeches, but what they got from Gerry was something softer, a reminder that love later in life can be deeper, steadier, and filled with intention. And now, as he steps forward with confidence, fans feel like they're watching the sequel to a story they already adore. There's also been buzz that Gerry might collaborate on projects centered on inspiration and resilience. After all, his journey resonated far beyond reality television. He showed widowers, divorcees, and anyone who has ever felt too late that hope doesn't expire. Some supporters even dream about a reunion special or a sit-down conversation reflecting on everything he's learned. Whether that happens or not, one thing is clear: his impact continues. What's especially heartwarming is how Gerry talks about gratitude. He's expressed appreciation for every message, every kind word, every person who rooted for him. He understands that his story touched people, and he doesn't take that lightly. And while he laughs about the unexpected fame, admitting he never imagined strangers would recognize him at the grocery store, he handles it with humility and humor. But let's talk about the romantic side again, because that's what everyone's wondering about. If Gerry does fall in love again, it likely won't look flashy. It'll probably be built on long conversations, shared values, and mutual respect. He's hinted that he's looking for someone adventurous but grounded, someone who enjoys both a cozy night in and a spontaneous weekend getaway. Picture this: a scenic road trip, windows down, classic love songs playing, two people who've lived full lives, now choosing to share the next chapter together. No games, no unnecessary drama, just warmth and partnership. That image alone has fans smiling. What's beautiful about Gerry's update is that it doesn't scream for attention, it whispers confidence. It feels like a man who has faced loss, faced public scrutiny, and still chooses optimism. And optimism is contagious. People who once felt hesitant about dating again have shared that his journey inspired them to take a chance, to download that app, to say yes to coffee, to believe that companionship might still be possible. That's a powerful legacy. As this story continues to unfold, one thing feels certain: Gerry isn't done surprising us. Whether it's a new romance, a new project, or simply a new perspective, he's proving that life after reality television can be just as meaningful as the show itself, and maybe even more so. So now the question becomes, what would your golden chapter look like? Would you take the leap? Would you open your heart again, even after everything? Gerry Turner did, and he's showing the world that courage doesn't have an age limit. If you're rooting for him, if you believe in second chances, and if you think love stories get better with time, then this next season of his life might be the most beautiful one yet. Stay tuned, because something tells us the most romantic pages haven't even been written.